What's good, YouTube? It's your boy DoubleH, back with another upload, back with another banger. And today we reacting to top 10 best MyPark players in NBA 2K21 official YouTube rankings by Power DF. If y'all want to see more lit reactions, go. I have a reaction channel, Doms Reacts. Link will be in the description. But I felt like it was only right that I react to it on the Doms FG channel, because that channel I'm trying to is a getaway from 2K. I react to music, sports, NBA, NFL, WWE. Like, I react to some of everything over there. So I just wanted to mix it up and throw a react, because I hadn't really been uploading on either channel lately. I've been out of town. And it rejuvenate me, give me my drive back. But today we reacting the top 10 best MyPark players NBA 2K21 official ranking. Let's get right into today's video. Like, comment, subscribe. Road to 200 on the second channel. Road to 2,000 over here. And let's get right into this bang.
Yo, what's up, guys? It is Power DF back with a longer awaited video. We are going to be ranking the top 10 best 2K MyPark players of NBA 2K21. So I've been waiting.
No cheating. No cheating. Before the video start, who y'all think he gonna put at number 1? I think he gonna put himself. So number 2, who y'all think gonna be number 2? And that's gonna be the real number 1. I think this list better not be biased with a bunch of DF members.
We didn't do this for a long time, but before we get into the video, I want to go over a couple things so you guys understand and aren't confused about anything in the video. Number 1, this list is based completely on these guys' 2K skill on current gen and next gen 2K21. It's not previous years, it's not 2K20, it's not 2K19, it's not 2K18, it's not what they did 4 or 5 years ago. So don't start to be like, oh, but this guy won all these wagers in 2K20 and he was a god in this game. It doesn't matter. We're talking about the current game. We're not talking about the game last year. So also, what a lot of people seem to get confused about with this video is it's based on their 2K skill, not their content or entertainment. So I don't want to hear, this guy just is hilarious, bro. Like, I watch all his videos. I just don't know why you didn't put him on a list, you hater. Like, it's not based on that. It's not based on how entertaining these people are. It's not based on the type of content they make. It's based completely on how good they are at 2K. So I want you guys to understand that, so there's zero confusion right there. 2K skill, you guys got it? Anyway, number 2 is we have some requirements and we're gonna have some limits for this video. So obviously I don't know everybody in the 2K community. I can't rank everybody in the 2K community. So the easiest way for us to do this is to set guidelines of people everybody has seen, so we can rank them fairly, because we know how all these people play. There's a lot of people that are small that are good. I have no idea who they are. So the requirements are gonna be either 50K YouTube subs. Last year was 75K. I see low.
Yeah, he lowered it this year. Cause I remember, yeah, like I said, the reason I wanted to react to this because last year his list got pretty controversial. Not just because he put himself at 1. A lot of the list was controversial. Like, a lot of guys should have been higher, and this, that, and third. A lot of guys should have been lower. But y'all think I can get 50K by next year, man? If the game's actually good, I want to lock in and get that 50K. I want to get my respect and be on this list too. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take 2K22 personally. Hopefully the game is good
with it, because nobody plays 2K21 like that. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Yeah, and a lot of the bigger YouTubers did like branch out this year. I ain't gonna lie, which is a W, because like I said, I'm not a big YouTuber, and even I branched out with the reaction scene and all of that. Like, if you didn't branch out this year, that's tough.
Or I wanted to be more inclusive, like people that stream or Twitch or YouTube streamers or whatever. So if you average or can get 1,000 viewers, not even just Twitch, but if you can get 1,000 viewers, so if you have 50K YouTube subs, or you can get 1,000 viewers.
I mean, yeah, I'm about to say, because a lot of the real like comp players on this game, they're streamers.
You on this list. If you're below that, you're just not even. You can be the best player ever, you're just not going to be considered for this list. Okay, guys? So number 3, and this is what a lot of people seem to be confused about every single year. When I make this list, this is my opinions on
we know that.
You
Let's just get
please
into the video.
Channel I'm gonna give you my own list. this video does well, if we get a ton of awards, 2K likes on this video, I will drop the MyPark awards. Where
I ain't gonna lie, I want to react to that with y'all too. I ain't gonna lie. When he dropped that, the awards one, I like how that, because that video usually is more inclusive. Like, there's no like certain sub goal you have to be inclusive. I know I won't be in it, but I'm saying it just for general purposes. I ain't gonna lie, I do want to react to that too.
Recognize and give a ton of awards for people that achieved a lot of things in 2K21. So I'm excited for that. Just get 2K likes. So if you haven't liked this video, like it right now. And I'm really excited. I'm really hyped to get into the 2K21 top 10 best MyPark players. Let's go.
He definitely gonna crush that 2K like, bro.
All right, guys. So to start, the first honorable mention goes to Blah. Now, Blah, I didn't think he was good enough to be in the top 10 because he wasn't better than a lot of people are actually put on that list. But I still wanted to give him an honorable mention because he's achieved a lot this year. He really had a whole build.
I'm about to say, he had a whole build dedicated to him. Like, it was the BP build last year. I'm talking about, like, I'm not comparing the builds. I'm saying for, like, content creators and the build names. We had the Blah build. We got the BP. We had the BP build last year. I mean, Nut started the Play Glass wave, but it wasn't the Nut build. It was the Play Glass wave. Stumpy started and LaMonster started their build waves, but like BP had a whole build dedicated to him, and so does Blah. So Impact alone, that's legendary to have a build name after you. Just imagine one day hearing, "I'm gonna make the Dimes build." That'll be tough. Not gonna lie.
They used to call it the Blah build, the pure red, and he started a whole wave of the way centers play. But I feel like some of the people on this list actually used his wave better than he did. But he's still one of the best centers in the game.
I mean, yeah, I'm about to say he's still.
And I had to leave.
And I honestly don't think we gonna see that many centers on the list. I think most of the list is gonna be guards.
But I felt like he lost to a lot of the people above him on this list. But we're still gonna give an honorable mention to Blah.
Kind of nice.
The next honorable mention goes to Clutch DF. Now, Clutch, I feel like he's a really, really good guy.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't see Clutch wager nobody. So anybody can be good against their fans. I say this all the time. Anybody can be good against their fans. Like when Power be going around flexing his VC wallet, I'm like, anybody can play good against when they're playing their fans. Wager people. And then, but I won't lie, it is kind of hard to wager people on Xbox because most of the skilled players on Xbox are unknown. They rather just be stage heads than like stage heads that stream. They're stage heads that are playing for free. That's the one downside I will give that. Like that's the one thing I will give PlayStation the edge on. Like, a lot of their comp players, and even if they're not big, they at least stream and making some kind of money off of it, you know? So that's, I guess.
Guard, I play with him, but I really couldn't put him up high on this list because I feel like even though I've seen him go off in Park, he dominates, he goes on win streaks all the time, he a legend. I haven't seen him really compete or play people in wagers enough where I can be like, okay, I can rank him ahead of people that have actually proven themselves. You know what I mean? And a lot of the wagers he did play, he didn't really perform that well. So I wish I could rank him higher, but a lot of it is you're going to see in this list is based on what you did and what you've proven. And if you haven't really proven much, you can't rank him above people who have.
Heard you.
Now to get in the top 10. I'm excited for this, guys. Coming in at number 10 is Dboy. Now,
Dboy should have been higher. I already know he gonna put him low because I'm pretty sure, beef aside, I'm pretty sure that's the real reason he put Dboy so low. It's because of the beef. And like, yeah, like, I don't know. I just feel like it's because of the beef. I'd put Dboy at least, I'm thinking top 5 and maybe at number 5. Let's just see who else he got on the list. But I'm not gonna lie, Dboy, he's pretty good. He done beat Keefe in big wagers. He win a lot of his wagers, but he wagers all the time. So if he say how Dboy loses wagers, it's like because he wagers like every day or just about every day. So you're gonna lose some, you know.
Dboy is dominating on current gen. He's beat a lot of top players. He beat Keefer multiple times on some of the top wagers of the year. He beat me on current gen.
Glad you said that.
But I feel like a lot of it, as we're going to talk about later, a lot of people on this team deserve more credit for some of his wins. And when you would see him play not with certain people, you wouldn't see him do as well. It's like he seemed to be dependent on some of his team members that are a little bit higher than him. I
wonder what Dboy got to say about that. I honestly
me on that
instigating dimes. That's tough. But I want to see what he got to say about what Power just said, like how Dboy is dependent on his teammates. You could argue the same thing for Power though. Him and DoubleH, like DoubleH gets the job done for him a lot of times. I ain't gonna lie. And then like another thing is we'll get into it later.
He's not really the best
because Joe knows
player at all. So I wanted to put him on the top.
But I put Dboy above Joe knows and like,
but I feel like
people
he
like
couldn't
that.
be like top 5. He couldn't be as higher up as the people actually above him. Coming in at number 9, we have Stevezo. Now,
no way he put Stevezo above Dboy. Well, we got an ad coming up. Let's just play the ad.
Stevezo, what I think he's really...
No way he put Stevezo ahead of Dboy. I'm not gonna lie. Stevezo don't wager nobody. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Stevezo is nice at both current and next gen. Because I remember it was like people were saying like it looked like when Stevezo played next gen, it's like, oh, it looked like he playing a whole different game. I've not heard people say stuff like that. But I'd put he belong in the top 10, but just not above Dboy. But I put him. Matter of fact, I put Stevezo at number 10 because, like I say, he don't play nobody. Like we don't see him in matchups. So to me, that would make you lose points. I know Power's gonna be it's my list. Make your own. I understand that, but this is a reaction, so I got to get my input too.
Proved is on current gen, he played extremely well. He was really, really good on next gen. He started a whole wave of where he was dribbling like people didn't even think it was the same game.
Exactly.
Because the way he was dribbling and getting open and creating.
Yeah, he was doing stuff that, I'm not gonna lie, he was doing stuff that people was like, I didn't even know you could do that in next gen. But like I said, he don't play nobody, so like he's in the park most of the times. So like even me, I wouldn't put myself on a list because I'm in the park.
And he really
I don't do matchups like
that. His versatility, that he was good on both games. He could play any game and still dominate.
Putting that in perspective, maybe he put Dboy lowest because most people, they're only good at one game. But maybe he put Stevezo above Dboy because Stevezo's good at both games. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about it that way. So I don't know.
But like I said, like he couldn't be higher. You couldn't put him 1, 2, 3 because who has he really played in a matchup where it's like, even if you look and you see him playing good in his videos, how do we know for sure he's gonna be like a top 5 player without seeing those comp wagers or matchups? So I thought he was a very good player, especially next gen current gen. He adapted very well, unlike a lot of people. But I just couldn't.
Yeah, he adapted for sure.
Seen those matchups.
I'll give him that.
Coming in at number 8, we have Joe.
Okay, Joe Knows is on the list. 8. I'd probably put him a little bit higher. I put Stevezo above him. I put Dboy above him. Maybe lower actually. One thing I will give Joe Knows though is he could play every position. Like I know Power's gonna put himself on the list, but let's be real. We only see Power play stretch every year. We don't see him on a guard. We don't see Power on like we always see Power running stretch. So using that logic, he should lose points.
Man, Joe Knows. I feel like we always have him up on here, and
it's for the same reason.
Similar stuff, but he's always consistently one of the better, if not one of the best 2K players every single year.
Yep.
He dominates not only what impressed me, like current gen, next gen, but not only Park, but he's also really good in Pro-Am. You're seeing him a lot in
that too.
Competitions. He really knows what he's doing. He plays with a lot of high IQ. He has a versatility where he can play with any single build, with the post playmaker. He even started on current gen.
Let's be real. Even me, I could play. I'm versatile enough to play every position. But let's be real. Joe knows he does it on a high level every year. Like me, I do it on a high level every year, but I'm just unknown. But seriously though, Power has a point. Joe knows 2K19, he had a stretch. He had a post score. He had a sharp post, a sharp shot. Like, still plays on some every build every year. Started the LeBron build wave, the Bill Russell build. Like, still makes so many builds every year. Kobe build. It's just he does it on a high level. So gotta give the man his respect, and he definitely belongs on this list. But let's just see what else he got to say.
He could play the meta build that everybody used, and it seems like he's one of those players where he can be a guard, he can be a center, he can be a post scorer, he can be a slasher, and it really doesn't matter because he can adapt and he can adjust to whatever the game is in front of him. And a lot of people aren't like that. A lot of people.
So that kind of got me thinking maybe Joe knows do need to be a little bit higher. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know.
But if you ask them to do anything different, they can't adjust to it. So that's why I definitely had to put him on this list. But I need to see more matchups. We saw some pro-am matchups with him.
I mean, to me, pro-am, I don't know. Comment down below your thoughts. Does pro-am take more skill than park? Or is it about the same? Like, what y'all think? I know it takes more IQ. Pro-am definitely takes more IQ to play than park. Definitely. But does it take more skill? Two different arguments, but back to the video. Two different arguments, though.
We need to see more matchups to rank him ahead of the other people, which are really people, as you're going to see as we get higher, as that they have just beaten people where we can line up and say they have achievements under their belt in the park. So Joe Nush would be higher if we had seen him in a little bit more wagers. And that's what you're going to see as a common theme for a lot of people I mentioned. Coming in at number 7, we have Chris ZT. Now, I kind of doubt it because Chris ZT seemed like he almost took a break from 2K for a while.
Yeah.
But he came back on current gen and he did for a bang. And you got to think about what he was doing in some of these threes wagers he played with Ticino. Ticino was delayed, so he was sitting corner on both sides on the 3v3 court. So this man, Chris ZT, on the play shot, was taking up the ball up the court, and he was playing defense as a lock. So
yeah, I'm about to say Chris ZT. Like in most of Ticino's wagers, they wouldn't run a lock. That's unconventional. That's unheard of for this game. Like most people, they run with the whole play shot, perim lock, paint beast. They run in double play shot. Technically, Ticino's a shot creator, but technically double play shot. And Chris ZT is guarding the other team's best defender as a play shot. That's impressive if you think about it.
And offense on a player that's not even meant for that, and he was still winning wagers against some of the best.
Video off. But yeah, basically what I was saying was it's pretty difficult to guard ball with a play shot, especially on a high level, because these people that Chris ZT be wagering, they aren't just park bots. Like these are like you see Dboy on the screen. That's like he's on this list, and he said, and then like Power did say he believed that Dboy gets carried by his teammates. So Boss or KP, one of these people got to be here.
Dang. You know what I mean?
Probably Boss, because I'm pretty sure Boss
was going to be in. Neon got taken down. A lot of players lie.
Is Neon really nice though?
And we gotta keep.
Somebody let me know. I might be wrong, but is Neon really nice at 2K? Because he's known, but is he good? That's always been my question.
Honest, he did lose to somebody else that we have higher up on this list. And they were playing on West, so it was a little bit of an advantage, but he was still doing something that I don't know if anybody else could really do. Just play shot, play without a lock, and still win so efficiently as he did. So
play without a lock and beat a lock himself on the play shot.
But we're getting into the really tight spots where it's like everybody higher up in this list, they really deserve to be there.
What is we on number 6?
And at number 6.
Yes, sir. We getting close to that top 5 mark. Boss. Okay.
Yo, Boss. So
Boss
he's definitely one of the best centers. He beat almost everybody. A lot of the credit, I had to really rank him high because a lot of the credit when Dboy wins, I'm going to be honest, I feel like Boss, a lot of people overrate centers when people play. And there's so much attention on the guard.
You mean underrate centers, but I think he's saying, like, it is true. People say center take the least skill, but I'd argue lock do. Everybody, no, I never hear people talk about how locks, but I feel like lock take the least amount of skill in this game. Because, I mean, yeah, you got to guard the speed glitch, you got to guard ball, but on offense, you're just in the corner. All of the movement is through your guard, and the center has to set a bunch of screens. Offense, the guard is just sitting corner. I mean, offense, the lock is just sitting corner. Defense, yeah, the lock has to guard ball, but lock kind of take the least amount of skill.
The guard and one. I feel like centers are so important. Boss proved that. Boss would go on Dboy's team, win a wager. He switched to the other team, he'd win again. And it shows that he's that type of game changer where even where people didn't want to.
I low-key think he's saying that. I like because of the beef thing. Let's be real. I think he's saying that because of the beef him and Dboy had. That, he gets carried by his big. Which, I mean, yeah, the big does play what he's saying is true. The big does don't get enough credit usually when it comes to wages. It's usually the guard won. This such and such guard beat this guard. But really, the big man. But we always underrate the big man play.
He's banned from wagers because people will be willing to go and play Dboy and the lock ballers back. But if Boss was on the team, they didn't want to play him. So he's really mastered.
Dang, I didn't really know all that though.
The inside center position of where he could just beat anybody. He dominates. He really knows what he's doing. And I played him on current gen, and I'm gonna be honest, he really went off. So I gotta give him his credit. One of the best centers.
So you can't put yourself number 1.
I couldn't rank him higher because the people above right here, or some of the people beat him. Some of the people were more well-rounded and versatile on current gen and next gen and playing both gens. I only really seen him on current gen. I haven't really seen him on next gen really go off and be as good. But he on current gen, he was a dog. So
I respect it.
Put him at number 6. Coming in at
top 5. Can't wait. Finally, top 5. I kind of want to make a prediction, but I don't know.
5 is Chad DF.
Hey, shout out to my boy Chad, bro. For real, Chad is a comp guard when it comes to 2K, and on next gen, I believe in 2K20, I know he could play every position. This year, he mainly played guard. I think in next gen, he had a big man build. So, and not only is Chad can play every position, he's good at both current and next gen. And power. He wants to give people credit for being versatile. Chad is goated at both games. I won't lie. My favorite DF member personally.
No Chad, they're gonna give me flack for this. They're gonna be like, Chad, like there's no way you're ranking Chad this high. But he's one of the best guards in this game, and he hasn't been agree for a long time. He's good on current gen. He's really versatile. He can really do anything. He's good on current gen. He's good on next gen. If you saw Chad play with us with a lot of next gen wages, he went off. He won that. He go back on current gen.
Here's the question though.
Stage 3 tournaments. In the Dboy wager, he didn't perform his best right there. So I don't know if you could rank him higher, but he was new, adjusting to the game. When he really gets into it.
Here's a question though. I ain't gonna lie. Who's better? Like, who's the best DF member overall? Comment your thoughts. Seriously, like. And who's a better guard? I mean, I know a lot of people is gonna either say Chad or DoubleH. Who's the best? I'd personally take. I don't know actually, because DoubleH. He plays the game a lot differently from most people too. Like, he has his own unique ISO play style. Like, he tried to be this ISO player, and I give him his credit. Like, he plays differently. So I don't know.
For a game, I feel like there's no game he can't master, and I feel like it was time he got his credit as one of the best guards in this game. And he's another
on the Xbox side for sure.
And he came back and was still good on current gen. I just like he's good at everything. There's almost no way to put it. He's really almost good at everything. He's good at 2s. He's good at 3s. A lot of people that these guards like they're only good at one court.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of the guards, especially Xbox, a lot of the Xbox guards, they only good at twos. But for Chad to be good at both twos and threes, real talk, I didn't think about that either. Real talk.
Okay, they can only play the 3-3 court really effectively. But Chad is a guy where it's not only he's a good threes guard, but he's a good twos guard too. So that's why he's coming in at number 5. Coming in at number 4, we have iShowSpeed.
Speed, yes sir.
He's not as much try hard as some other people on the list, but I think
he's not really. I don't think he really go for the try hard. First post scorer to really blow up. Because remember, he started out on post scorer this year. That's how I found out about him. When I was trying to be a post scorer, I was trying to learn from other post scorers, and I came across iShowSpeed. Did I expect him to blow up like he is now? No. But I knew he had something in him. Not gonna lie. But I knew he could blow up, but I didn't expect him to go this crazy. Because like I said, I saw him since the beginning of the year because of the post scorer. But I think TikTok got him out there. But nonetheless, speed is pretty good.
He proved
he could play both guard and post scorer.
When he went off that.
Because here's the thing. Like, most of these post scores, like post hooking, we don't see them play no other position. Like, Speed can play post scorer. He can play guard. Obviously, he can play big. So, to me, that gives you extra points. I don't know.
He's comp for real. Now, he literally went on a stretch of wagers where he beat me and DoubleH. He was beating everybody who challenged him in wager after wager after wager on the twos court. And he really proved, when you play him, honestly, you kind of take him for granted because he's such a good entertainer. You probably take for granted if he's going to be just as good skill-wise. But he does not miss wide open. He's really consistent shooting. He goes off, and that's why I had to put him this high, because he really had legit matchups when he beat people. Now, I couldn't put him up higher because, one, we really didn't see him on Nets didn't do anything. But two, I feel like if you saw him on the threes court, I'm not going to say he's twos maybe, but he's not as good on the threes.
Yeah, I'm about to say I never seen him play threes,
really
personally.
Good on the twos, but on the threes, he can struggle. So you like to see people
I never really seen him
both courts
play.
And like the other people higher up on this list, and they're not
I respect that, though.
Limited to one court. And then also, a lot of his wagers when he was playing he was on that legend account. So, but number 4.
I mean, he's playing against legends a lot of the times, too.
We're getting really high up here, so we're going to move on.
You can't really say he's number 3, top 3.
3. We have Keefer, bro. Keefer was really good. He's probably one of the best, if not the best guards on current.
I respected Keefer since 2K20. Like, him and Nate was a goated duo in 2K20. I'm not gonna lie. That's when I realized this Keefer dude is the truth. Cause he used to get the job done when he played with Nate a lot of times. So yeah.
He beat a lot of people. You saw him go. He took down Chrissy T on those threes wagers. He played delayed and went out and won that. You saw him compete on the twos court.
People don't realize how tough it is to play delayed.
Right here, because you've seen him beat competitive people, not just on threes, but on twos. He's done it through delay. He's done it through challenges. I feel like he can just do it all. So
respect.
Very well rounded.
For sure.
I don't know him. I've seen him play on Nets Gen a little bit. I don't think he's as elite on Nets Gen as he is on current gen. But
he was elite on 22, but he just wasn't clouded back then.
So you got to rank a guy like him high on 3.
So I want to say he's 21, man.
I'm not gonna lie, he was good last year, but I think he was even better this year.
Ooh, that's a good debate though. That's arguable. I don't know. Was he better? I feel like his play style just fit more with 21 than 20. Like 20, a lot of two ways took over, but he still was a play shot. But this year, play shots really shine, and you could tell that he wasn't playing play shot because it was meta. That's how he's accustomed to playing. So
him so high at the number 3 mark.
Who he about to put at number 2?
Coming in at number 2, we have DoubleH.
Oh man, we about to get it's biased, bro. It's biased. DoubleH is a top 10 player for sure. For sure. I'm not taking that away from him. Top 3, no. Keith is ahead of him. Who else I put Boss ahead of him. Who else? Speed, because if we gonna use that logic, Speed beat DoubleH in a wager. So you saying DoubleH is better than Chad? I don't know. Like I said, that's up for debate.
So first of all, he did almost the impossible here. You know what I mean? Only a few people done. He has legend on both gens. He had legend on next gen. He had legend on current gen. He came back and did that.
Okay, versatility. Okay, I give it. He can play both games, and he has a unique play style. I'll give him all that. But top two, too high, bro.
He was winning the next gen wave.
And then you got to think too. This is Power's #1 duo, so of course he's gonna put him so high.
A lot of
bias.
WST, Eyeball, as I know, he was really winning wagers when I was on his team a lot of time on 2s, on 3s.
I personally didn't see him in many 3s.
That's one of the things that impressed me about him. He's good,
but he is good at every court.
He's good on both games, but he's also good at every court. He's good at 2s. He's good at 3s. Shit, he's even good at 1s.
Yeah, like, and he's not even a post playing 1s.
He set the highest 1v1 streak last year. He went on the 1v1.
It's not about last year though.
And I think he had like a huge 60 game on the 1v1 on that gen. He went back on current gen on a guard where nobody was winning and only the post scores were dominated, and he went on a 50 game 1v1 on current gen.
I didn't know that.
He had the highest win streak on next gen, which is like an 80 game win streak right there, where it's like that was almost impossible to get an 80 game on next gen if you ever play next gen, where people just let any random win. Like it's so
yeah, because next gen you can lose. You literally can lose to anybody, or get error coded.
He can play guard. He can play lock. He's one of the few people that goes out there and he can ISO and win effectively.
Yeah.
So
one of the few people that still ISO.
Like he has to be rated so high, and it's not only that. It's so many creative, versatile builds that he'll use. It's a lot of times he doesn't use the meta build. You'll see him use
the 3-point play with lock take. He got a 3-point shot creator. That slasher build he had in the beginning. I guess I'll give it to him. I guess I'll underrate him. I underestimated him.
Using the meta, following exactly what everybody else uses. It seems like he can succeed thinking outside the box and being creative.
For sure. I'll give it that.
Another thing, not even add on to it. Current gen, he has unlimited boost, successful there. Next gen, he won almost literally every event. Was a Ruffles winner, was a 90s winner, was at almost every event you could think of.
Let's be real. Events don't if 2K ruined events this year. It's off topic a little bit, but 2K ruined events this year with the whole you got to get unlimited boost for a specific category. It's like with next gen, events didn't really matter. Hopefully they do a better job with that next year. I get it. I mean, but most people don't play the events to I guess people play for the unlimited boost, but most people overall, they realize I'm not winning this event. I'll probably get top 50 or I'll get what you call it. Or I'm playing for the rep. I'm not playing for the. So I don't know. For most people,
it's like he almost won. So boot camp again on next gen. So he's won multiple events. He's proved himself not only in wagers and competitive matchups, but he's proved himself in events and in competitions. He's going on win streaks, stage, park, everywhere, and that's why I had to rank him higher than #2. Obviously, this #1 person, you know what I mean? I don't know if you could pass him, but just amazing achievements right there, if you guys ask me.
He's about to put himself hard.
But not least, coming in #1, the #1 player in the NBA 2K21 is Power D.
I feel like if you personally gonna make a list, don't put yourself on it. That's just me. Somebody make a more accurate, less biased list, because DoubleH is not #2. I'm gonna just go out on a limb. Keefer is #1. Who was after that? 3. Speed was #2. Is Chad maybe 3? Then around that range, I'd put Double. I don't know.
I know this may come as a surprise to some of you guys.
I knew he was going to do
this. Again. 3 straight years. And he's really proved himself, becoming legend on both gens, like DoubleH, next gen, current gen. He had the highest win streak on next gen. He put out an 80, 90 game win streak on current gen. He literally took a build on current gen that nobody used, the stretch big, and he made it relevant. He made it useful. He did something that I don't think anybody. This is what the thing about Power. He separates himself every single year. I don't know how he does it, bro. And
okay, that's with the versatility thing. We never see power play outside of a stretch. So shutting that, according to his logic, take points away. I mean, that's just me. Shutting that take points away.
Because he went on that shit. We saw him winning all these big wagers over and over and over.
You lost the speed.
You wonder, can he do that on
lost the
Dboy.
All of the big wagers you lost, bro. Like, the people that you beat DF members, fans. So, shouldn't that take points away? I'm not saying that I'm good at the game. Power might beat me if we wager. More than likely, yeah, he would. Extra badges, all that. Power is good. Don't get me wrong. Battery's going dead. Again, tough. Power is goated, but we don't see him play outside of stretch.
So dominating the same way. And you watch him play. It's a work of art. It's really
a work of art.
It's such a unique, beautiful, majestic play style. Nobody.
Matter of fact, the computer's going dead, and I already know he about to hype himself up. I don't want to hear no more. Anyway, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Roll to 2,000 subscribers. Go subscribe to my more lit reaction channel. We do face cam videos over there. Downs Reacts, and we out. Peace.